Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. We've set aside our previously scheduled programming right now in order to pay tribute to the acclaimed documentary filmmaker and friend of TCM, Albert Maysles, who passed away on March 5th at the age of 88. Ironically, it was just 2 days after we finished shooting the introductions to several of his films. Now, originally, Albert himself was going to sit down with me to talk about documentaries that he'd made with his brother and partner David Maysles, but then Albert's health took a bad turn and he wasn't able to do it. So he asked if we would mind if his good friend and fellow documentarian Barbara Kopple would join me in his place. We said, of course not, and that's exactly what happened. The night of the programming was intended to air this coming May. We decided with his passing to bring it to you much earlier in his honor. So right now, here's a salute to the great work of Albert Maysles and his brother David. Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. For the past few hours, we've been celebrating the careers of Albert and David Maysles, two men who are legends in the documentary genre. Here with me to pay tribute to their work is another legend in that area, two-time Academy Award-winning documentarian Barbara Kopple. Welcome back, Barbara.
Thank you.
So good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Now, our next documentary by the Maysles brothers is one which highlights a press conference where Marlon Brando is in a New York hotel to promote a film he had just made called Morituri. The documentary is from 1966. It's titled Meet Marlon Brando. Why is this important to see?
Well, it's seeing Marlon Brando like you've never seen him before. He's very charming. He flirts with all the women interviewers. He joshes with all the male interviewers. And none of the interviewers have seen the film. So he doesn't talk about the film. He tries to talk about how pretty the women are or tells jokes with the men. And you really see him for the first time. You see that he's really smart. He tries to talk about the Native American movement, about the civil rights movement. He's just charming. It's like a song and dance that he's doing, where the interviewers never quite catch on, but he's always one step ahead of them.
Interesting. Did he allow this to be made? Did he know the Maysles brothers were doing that, or were they just there with cameras like all the other press people?
Well, the Maysles brothers were there with cameras like all other press people, but they just stayed right on Marlon Brando. They became artists immediately, just focusing on him and used their own money to continue to film him.
Did this ever get shown in theaters, or where was it?
It was shown, it's been shown recently in theaters.
But not back then, the 60s?
Not back then.
They probably would have had to get his permission for that. And
yes, they would have.
Didn't get it.
They should have, because he was wonderful. Even one interviewer took him outside, and there was this absolutely stunning black woman that was walking by, and Marlon Brando said, "Come over here." And he talked to her about the civil rights movement, and then he was talking to the French interviewer in French and in German, and you just saw what a bright, charming, well-read person he is, who was not going to stoop to answer the fluffy questions of the interviewers.
Well, let's have a look. Here's from filmmakers Albert and David Maysles in 1966. Here's Meet Marlon Brando.